The Dode Fox Podcast.
Rated our goalkeeping department. I think that's fair to say. I think it would be unfair to think, right, Keir, you're next man up, you're going to hate to give us what Will Ferry gave us, because that's a big ask. Like, Will Ferry's been magnificent for us for a couple of seasons, so that's going to be a big ask. Amar Fatah for a long period of time last season was our main creative spark, but I think up front I would like another striker in the building, because it looks like, and we'll no doubt touch on it, young Owens Sturton's probably going to get loaned out. Well, you've lost Mark Waters, but then he wasn't exactly pulling up trees last season anyway. I wouldn't be surprised if we still bring in another 4 or 5. I really wouldn't, and some loans in that.
Back to the award-winning Dode Fox Podcast for season number 8 with fair jealous of Travis Kelce, Paul McNichol, and ready for another dose of Paul's weekly moans and groans, Ronnie Costello. But before we get into episode 337, like, subscribe and click the notification bell on YouTube, support the pod at buymeacoffee.com/Dode Fox Podcast, and listen at dodefoxpodcast.com, and follow us on social media at Dode Fox Podcast. Pre-season is underway. Friendlies have begun. We're back after 6 weeks off for our 8th season in what would only be described as an oven. Other than that, how was your break?
It was all right. It feels like it's been quite a long break. I don't know how you feel about it, but it's a while. We recorded with Dave and Scott, or it certainly feels a while anyway. But it's been all right. Been at a few gigs. Put my back out at least twice. It's all good. Been grafting. You can
about that.
You kind of like to graft, so been a bit of grafting going on, Ron.
Turn up to your work, essentially is what happened there. Any good gigs? Anything exciting?
Similar to you, I went to see the Foo Fighters in Liverpool, and then I was back home and I went to see Teddy Swims in Glasgow. How did you get on in Munich? Pished?
No, not really. Not really.
You watch these days.
Couple of steins.
Yeah.
Couple of steins a day. Just think back to, it was like we were 20 again, kind of like having one meal a day. Feel her shouting, I'll fucking help you. Again, so it was like currywurst, bratwurst, schnitzel, kind of as standard as you like.
When in Rome.
Exactly.
Or Munich.
Yeah, a couple of steins of Augustina, the best lager in the world.
What's the stadium like? 'Cause it was in Bayern's ground, was it?
It's not Tanna-dice, is it?
No, it's Tanna-dice.
It's incredible, like. Yeah. It's an incredible stadium. It's you head out on the train, and then it's not a big walk, but it's a really cool walk up like a big promenade area, which would be cool on a match day. But obviously they had like all the stalls and food stalls, beer stalls, merch, all that. There's a couple of statues, Beckenbauer,
Never heard of.
Gerd Muller, I think, the other end. Can't mind what else. There's a couple others, but kind of milled about there, and then you sort of look at it and you go, this is unreal. And we were like top tier, it was 33 degrees the whole time, kind of. It was melting. Yeah, it was just a bit colder than what it is in here right now. You've still got a jumper on. So we basically went into there, but we were really high up, and it was like, geez, but it's like, even though it's a big stadium, it's tall rather than back.
Yeah.
Like Hampden's back.
Yeah, Hampden.
So you were in a great spot, and then it was that warm, but we were in the section that was still getting the sun.
Oh, that's
nice. And it's like, we're going on at 8 o'clock, it's 7:45. The sun could do we going away. Took like 50 minutes, eh? Yeah. So it was effectively a rotisserie chicken for 50 minutes. But yeah, really, really good. Came out, and you've got 60,000 people or something, all going to the same train / metro stopover, and I'm generally looking around going, no chance. Given our day had started like 3 a.m. that morning, and I was like, nah, this is
long day.
This is not happening.
Honestly,
got to the platform 2 minutes later, train was there, it was parked, like, got to the next station, walked round the corner on the other. So for getting out the gig to getting on the 2 metros to going for a German doner kebab when in Rome. And then getting back to our hostel. That's right, 43-year-old in a hostel. Anyway, ate that in the reception. I'm pretty sure for the gig finishing, there was about an hour and 10 minutes or something. German efficiency at its best.
Yeah, sometimes.
So it was good. That was really good.
That was long ago. Out of Tanna-dice sometimes.
Well, but that was the only thing I've done last summer.
Yeah.
I went
Negraft. Mind your boss watches it.
every day.
Every day.
There's no point speaking about it now.
Because it's just...
Those who need to speak about it are trying to prove to themselves that actually do something.
There might be a bit of truth in that.
I had to tell him the other day, he was like, when you're settled, can give a phone. I'm like, I've been settled since a minute before I was due to start. That is going above and beyond.
Wee bit.
Okay? So that was it. Nothing much. Didn't go overly excited. Apparently there was a competition on for international teams or something. Kind of how that went, but Scotland's World Cup. As people will find out next week, for the first guest of the season, I asked the question, where do you think Scotland will be when your episode comes out? And it was a million miles away from what we thought. But first off, where did you watch all three matches, given the times and where you were and your hurling tour?
I watched the first two in the house, and I watched the Brazil game in my Liverpool hotel room.
No.
Now the instructions, so we'll jump over the first two games, but the instruction for the Brazil game, because it was a late kickoff. So I says to Sean and Leo, I was like, no matter what happens, keep the noise down. So 7 minutes in, I was losing my shit. I was getting told to keep the noise down, but that wasn't my fault, Ronnie.
Yeah.
That was McKenna's fault. And then just a matter of minutes later, it felt like I was again banging on losing my shit, throwing things about the room. And again, that wasn't my fault. That was Jack Henry's fault at that point. But then that got chopped off, obviously. But it's my old man was there, my uncle, Billy, my brother, they went out to Boston. They got, certainly my dad and my uncle, they got the first two games. Loved it, had a great time. I think the football just got in the way of Abdi's party and Abdi's good time. But it's been disappointing again.
Yeah.
Not surprised that Steve Clark's went. I think we spoke about it like during the qualifying games, because it was international break, obviously, so we didn't have much to speak about, so we would speak about that. I think I was really surprised that he got the contract extension when he did, especially the length of it.
Yeah.
But I'm less surprised that he's went.
Fair play on one side.
Massive.
Probably started that. I'm not sure he'd have got sacked.
No, of course. And if he had it, then he squids in.
Yeah.
No, fair play, a man of morals. And I think in the fullness of time, his record will look a wee bit better in the eyes of the fans, because he did get to the dance, if you will. But 3 times we've been there, we've just, I don't want to say let ourselves down, but we've not been very good. 9 matches, 20 shots on goal. Or on target, I think it's on goal. And when you see some of the teams that have progressed and they have a goal, how do they never seem to have a goal? Yeah. So is that because the players are limited? Or is it the manager's instructions? You still watching? Oh, definitely. I watched all 3 games I had to watch in different places. I watched the first game in a nightclub in Arbroath. Mm-hmm. I watched the second game in my hostel. Munich. In Munich. We watched it on an iPad or something. So it was we'll go out all day, but we were out, because trips away when you get to Medge are a bit different. We went to a spa, right? It's the biggest spa in Europe or whatever, it's class. And we were there, 10 o'clock we were in, 5 past, Fraser's at the bar. I was like, it's going to be one of the days. There's a bar in the spa? What? A pool bar in the spa. So it was going to be one of the days. About 1 o'clock, turns round. Here comes a stag do. Oh, no. With the Speedos on. Not an S in sight on them, Jeez. Turned out they were a rugby team. They were on tour, of course. Honest to God, they never moved for that bar. The problem was, you got a wristband, you scanned your wristband. So on exit, you scanned it to tell you your amount. Yeah. Scary stuff. So that night we were going out, but our place was mobbed. Got to tell McGaffey to tell us about a good bar to go to. Went down the stair. A, it was fucking rammed. B, roasted. It was about 80 degrees in there, so it was like, we'll just get a carry out and go back. So there gets in. Fraser's head hit the pillow. He's gone. He's gone. Yeah. So I'm sure it was about half time. He says, you never even seen the goal. Dad. He says, when did they score?
I was like 7 minutes in. I was about 7 seconds in. Ken. So watched that there, and then I watched the Brazil game in the PO. And nobody must go to their work following day. It was absolutely rammed. So you had me, Martin, and Trapdoor were there, and I had a pint, but it wasn't great. Martin was on the juice because he was working early the next day, and Trapdoor was on the zeros because he was also had someone early the next day. So it was pure rock and roll. No as bad as a boy that we work with at St Andrews Uni. He was on the water. He come out to the boozer and just went right on the water. I thought, that's either dedication or...
Maybe he's an athlete. Maybe he's looking at
He's not.
He's not an athlete.
He's not.
Maybe he's skint.
He's not.
Well, he just likes water then.
Correct. So it was. So again, that was obviously devastating. But
was it real? Was it devastating? Did you think we were going to get anything against Brazil?
I generally thought we had more of a chance against Brazil than we did Morocco.
Yeah, I thought that after seeing Brazil's first game against Morocco.
Yeah.
Because Morocco looked unbelievable.
And that was despite how I thought we played against Haiti. I still had this thing that, we'll go well up for that. And it just fell away. But I've been watching some of the games because some of them are ridiculous times. So I tend to put on the highlights.
I've been recording them and then watching them when I'm grafting.
So, I mean, we had bad referees in Scotland. The referee last night.
But he was the ref that we had against Morocco.
Incredible.
Unbelievable, eh?
3 bookings to France and then to Paraguay. What's going on here?
Like, I was enjoying the back and forth of that game because I thought, look, Paraguay clearly can.
Yeah.
If they try to take France on, they're going to get pumped.
Yeah.
But, and it's not even dark arts. Like, they were just fouling constantly and getting away with it. And the thing is, if you're Paraguay, why would you not continue to keep fouling?
That was funny though. He's staring at Dewey being fouled by 12 boys and just plays on.
Yeah. Unbelievable, eh?
It's like VAR went, you better move your ass to that monitor.
I know.
God.
You know what?
It's just not a good look.
In this tournament as well, they've been big on showing the referee's view. They never showed the ref's view for that. Probably because it would have showed exactly. You'd been looking at that thinking, how on earth has he failed to fucking give that penalty?
It was quite something.
It was terrible.
Yeah. Brazil, Norway the nights, and there's a knockout.
Yes.
Again.
Who are you fancying for it?
The tournament? France are the best team.
I think so, yeah.
I think France are the best team.
France.
I thought Germany had a talented squad, but I thought...
Blew it though, did they?
They were at the Dundee United School of penalties. France have been the best team.
I think so. They've been in the last 2 World Cup finals as well. Like it's not like this is a fluke. They've been built.
And even last night, they could have scored. If I think it'll take a miracle if an Argentina muster up enough to beat it.
I can't see Argentina doing it.
I think it's France. France is to lose.
Spain have got a chance, but France by far the standout team for me. Like
it's a big day. 2 weeks today. I think it's 2 weeks.
2 weeks today, yeah.
So it's only round of 16, obviously.
Right, yeah.
Which is mad. But yeah, look, I wish we could have been speaking about Scotland in that knockout. And wait, this doesn't happen. Half-arsed predictions next week. Right, let's take a wee look at some of the United stories for over the summer as we get into the warm-up as such. 7 new signings in the door. We already knew Jesse Randall, who was at the World Cup. Lackey Rose and Josh Rollins were joining up. Following them was the return, just as we'd recorded the season review episode. The next day, Super Jack Walton was returning in goal. Dylan Tate followed from Falkirk. Defender Michael Forbes signed from West Ham. And 6'6" goalkeeper Jordan Amitha was the 7th through the door.
Yeah. I think we've upgraded our goalkeeping department. I think that's fair to say.
Yeah.
The guy Omisa.
Remember him?
I do remember him, yeah, because he was good. I don't remember him because he was honking. But like that is a pretty small sample size. Jack Walton, we all know. Like I think not spectacular, but I think he's reliable. I think we know what we're getting with him, and I think that most United fans should all be happy that we've got him back.
Agree.
As for the other guys, it's a wait and see, isn't it? Like we really didn't know. Michael Forbes, I'm expecting him to be pretty good. I think there's been good chat about him. Dylan Tate, we kind of know what we're getting from him. I think he's a good player.
Michael Forbes up there, one of the fastest defenders in the division.
So, yeah. And one thing that United didn't seem to like haying in their team is pace, so that'll be a bit unusual, haying somebody that can actually run decently fast. Randall, Rose and Rollins, that is literally like a wait and see, keep our fingers crossed and hope for the best with them.
Yeah, and I think it's been good to see Justin getting some action at the World.
Yeah,
you know,
He also looks fast.
Yeah,
He also looks fast. Of course we'll got that. We'll take a caravan to the back warm up.
Still a bit of work to be done. What positions for you are still standing out there?
Well, I think when you look at last season's team, we've lost Amar Fatah, we've lost Stevenson, and
joined Bolton permanently.
He joined Bolton, yeah, that was the rumour. And Will Ferry's probably going to go. So, are any of these players direct replacements for them? Maybe no. So I would suggest that we're still going to need. I know that Keir Gilligan's coming through the ranks. I think it would be unfair to think, right, Keir, you're next man up. You're going to have to give us what Will Ferry gave us, because that's a big ask. Like, Will Ferry's been magnificent for us for a couple of seasons. So that's going to be a big ask. Amar Fatah, for a long period of time last season, was our main creative spark. Most good things come through him.
I suppose positionally we've replaced him with Jesse Randall.
Jesse Randall, yep, I was just going to say that. But he's unknown. Now, you could throw back at me, but Amar Fatah was unknown. And he was. Like, nobody really cared what we were getting. But it's just a wait and see. It's a wait and see. But I think up front, I would like another striker in the building, because it looks like, and we'll no doubt touch on it, young Owens, Sturton's probably going to get loaned out. You've lost Max Waters, but then he wasn't exactly pulling up trees last season anyway.
Available on a free.
For a reason. So yeah, I think there is. I know that we've brought 7 in, and I think the season, or like a year ago, we probably brought in 13, 14, like an awful lot. I wouldn't be surprised if we still bring in another 4 or 5. I really wouldn't, and I include and some loans in that.
Yeah, I still think we need a striker. I still think we need another left winger. I think right, we're probably. I know Satsford's no there, but if you've got a centre forward, I think that's where Satsford will need to find himself. And Farrugia, so obviously there.
Yep.
Midfield, we're a wee bit no heavy, but I think we're okay in there. But defensively, you need a left back.
100.
And I think you need a left back anyway.
Yes.
Even if Will Ferry was here.
Yeah. But if he's here, you could maybe get away with Gilligan.
Yes.
But I just didn't believe Will Ferry's going to be here.
Yeah. Rollins, obviously, right back. Scotty Constable could back him up, possibly. And then if we flip into the kind of more the rumour side of things, or what could happen, if Big Bert goes, which I still think will happen.
So do I.
Do you still need another centre half? Julius Eskilsson's got interest in Sweden. Their transfer window doesn't open for another 2 weeks. He could obviously go in midfield, but
I think he'll be away as well.
When you look at Tate, Mane, Vichko, Pan, you'd probably need one more. You know?
Who's the creative there? Is it Dylan Tate? We're hoping that he's going to...
Tate,
the boy that unlocked the doors.
Yeah, I still think there's... Yeah, I mean, I think a striker will be... I wouldn't be surprised if it's next. You know, with just a wee bit of light. No, we are light, but we're also in the unknown. You know, Lacquerose never played in Scotland. And as we've seen with Satsford, you can start really well, but you could get a bit of a drop-off there. So it'll be interesting to see what happens there. I agree with you. I think the goalkeeping department's been upgraded. You know, Kucherenko and Dave Richards to Jack Walton and Amisa. And say Amisa's at least played 6 months in Ross County. Ultimately, they went down, but they could have went down a lot easier.
It wasn't his fault they went down.
I mean, can't be that great. Ross Graham scored against them. Come on. So I think there's that side of it that definitely still need to be upgraded. Obviously, on the outs, Sam Clare-Hardin went to Dunfermline on a year's loan.
Yeah,
I think it's a really good move for him.
And I'm glad that they've done it early.
Yeah, get him in. He played against Kelty yesterday. Got 60 minutes.
The criticism that I've had for years on the loans is that we loan boys to teams that didn't get a game. But also, we seem to wait too long. And now I get last season was different because we were in Europe and we had to keep Charlie Dewar, Scotty Constable, Sam and Sturton and that. But it doesn't, like, other teams have built their squad by the time we were saying, right, these boys are available now. So that was also hindering their progress. But last season will have been massively frustrating for Sam. Hopefully he goes there and he's got to play. Like, it's all very well us saying that's a great move for him. He's still got to play.
Yeah,
and I believe that he will, and I really hope that he excels.
Well, that's what Neil Lennon's speaking about, he's replacing...
and they'll be fighting at the top end of that dip.
Yeah, he's replacing the boy that went down to Wigan, so got a good move on the back of it. And I get the frustrations for people last season, but he ultimately had to be there. He just had to be there. And,
I get it.
But yeah, hugely frustration. But that deal is done. Air United are sniffing about on Sturton and Charlie Dewar.
Yeah, that would be a good move as well.
Can be good. Charlie Dewar needs to take another year or two on that contract, though. I'm sure he's out next year.
He is, yeah, but they'll be speaking about a contract. I've netted out.
And again, that would be another step up for him.
Of course it would, yeah.
Going to a championship as well.
And it's Naismith, and Naismith obviously rates him.
Yes.
Because it's not like Naismith was Allo's manager. Like he's had a team that's came up against Charlie, and he saw how well he's played. So I think, that is the perfect progression for him. If he's not going to be in and around our team, which it looks like he won't, then get him in the championship and playing him every week. Yeah.
Before we get to the curious case of Will Ferry, another name to just throw out, Miller Thompson.
Forgot about Miller. Yeah. I wonder what happens with him.
Player you could play something down the right hand side.
Yeah.
Has to show up, obviously, but he's played at right back, he's played right wing, and I just think generally we've kind of forgot about him.
Yeah.
Because when I was writing some of this stuff during the week, I was like, I think that's okay. And then United put up the training, but there's Miller Thompson. There's Miller Thompson.
Yeah. So he got loaned to Falkirk, didn't really do much, albeit he won the league, Ross County. I think he started all right, and then it just went to shit, injury-wise and whatever. But when he came into the United team, he looked all right.
Yeah.
The surprising thing when he did come into the United team, for me anyway, was that we played him at right back, probably out of necessity at that time. Because when I'd seen him in the academy, like he was coming in for the left wing, basically, and causing havoc. So he is a guy that can fill a number of positions, but he's also a guy that he needs to play.
Yeah.
Because he's not really played much the last 2 years.
I wonder what happens there. But,
I'll be honest, he's flipped my mind, Rondo.
You and me both.
Yes.
So I think that's interesting. But the curious case of Will Ferry.
Yeah.
In the last 7 days especially.
Yeah.
So the bid come in last Friday.
Mm-hmm.
€2 million from a team I'm not even pronouncing because I can't. No team fighting at the top of the division, but they're well backed. And I'm assuming it comes out the blue on Friday, and United go, well, that's some decent dough put down. Will Ferry does his trade Monday. See what happens on social media. Don't think it's his best move, because I can see where the club are coming for, going, well, we didn't need... Here's a man that'll train like he plays. We didn't need you throwing yourself into 50-50s in training.
Yeah.
And there's this big bit of dosh. Same happened to Ryan Gall, same happened to Andy Robertson. You can't play about with that. I am under the impression he's turned that deal down. And he's back in training as of Wednesday. Hasn't played neither game, as far as I'm aware.
But who's he training with? Like the first team?
The first team, as far as I'm aware.
Okay. I can see both sides of this, as usual, because I'm always neutral Rondo, as you know. From the club's point of view, it's probably too good a bid to turn down.
He's just saying you're asking price, isn't you?
Of course. He's got a year left on his deal. He probably wanted to go last year. We spoke about it at length because there was an offer on the table. And I say that like no one that he's chapping doors to get out of the place, but when he gets wind of an offer for like Vancouver, I believe it was, and you maybe hear the sums quoted, then why wouldn't he want to go? It's a head turner, isn't it?
So this same club that bid last week bid €1 million in January.
Mm-hmm.
So already they've doubled their bid.
Yeah, they're obviously keen on him. But if he's not wanting to go...
Correct, you can't force him.
Of course you can't. No.
Can't force him.
No, you can't. I think the issue is, where he wants to go, that team have offered a lot less money. So, again, I could see United's point of view thinking...
And there's also some other teams that have not offered any money yet, that are just in the interested phase. I just think that it's a real... I've got no... I wouldn't be surprised if... I also wouldn't be surprised if he's gone.
Mm-hmm.
I also wouldn't be surprised if he sat on his for another year and just... Because the move's got to be right for...
Yeah.
There's three parties in it, right? Selling club, the buying club, and the player.
Yeah.
Two of them could be aligned. If the player's not aligned, he's not going.
Yeah.
And he could sit for a year.
I think that would be foolish on United's part, though, just to let him sit, because ultimately
I think they'd have to play him. And I think he would. I think he would play him. Why would you know?
Yeah. Well, as a fan, I'd be more than happy if he stayed.
Wasn't it his fault he didn't train Monday? Wasn't it his?
No, of course.
So
of course.
and in pre-season,
and he shouldn't get punished. Like, that's what I'm saying. I hope he trained with the first team and know the academy, because like, he's done nothing wrong.
No.
He's came in and he's been brilliant for 2 seasons. Like, the last thing that he should be getting is punished. And I'm not saying he is, but just in case that's a thought, let's know.
I just think the club are protecting an asset while a deal is being talked about.
Yeah.
As soon as it goes to his reps, it's up to him to discuss it.
Yeah.
As far as I'm aware, he didn't even leave the country. So
yeah, well, he was on the golf course in Fife,
but he wasn't. There's been I imagine the deal is very much dead in the water.
Yeah,
and I do believe to a degree money does talk.
Of course.
And if a team were to throw down and say, "Okay, my last chance will be 15 grand a week," I'm pretty sure it could be done.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, at 24, 25, I'm pretty sure it could.
Yeah, he must have been like, if there's a team out there willing to bid €2 million for him, I dare say he's not going to be going there on minimum wage. Like, he's probably going to get a decent wage offer from that team. Now, whether or not it's just a case of he just doesn't fancy that environment, that team, whatever it is, like, he'll have his own reasons, and you just got to respect them. But I hope it doesn't get messy. As a fan, if he stays, he stays. Like, United might get €2 million. I didn't get any of that, so I'd rather that he was in the team and playing very well. But I'm not daft enough to realise that's probably unlikely. Like, I could see it even coming right down to the end of the window, and if there's still like a bit of a standoff between the sides, United may feel like they're forced to accept a lesser bid just because the alternative is nothing in 12 months.
Yeah.
So we'll have to wait and see with that one.
Yeah, players started back June the 18th, 2.5 weeks have been in so far. All the friendlies were Salford behind closed door, beat Dunfermline 3-1 on Wednesday, got beat by Livingston 2-0 yesterday. Premier Sports Cup campaign gets underway Saturday. We're heading to Stirling Albion. We'll talk more about that later. It's on the TV.
Against a World Cup game.
Then go to Montrose on the 18th of July. Home match against Arbroath on a Saturday at 7 p.m. And then Tuesday 21st at home to Spartans, and then it'll be a trip to Salford before the Friday night game against Rangers. I mean, great start that for the 31st of July in front of the Sky Sports cameras, and then the William Hill Premiership on the 8th for away to Hearts. The Premier Sports Cup last 16's the weekend of the 16th, 17th, home to Dundee and away to Kilmarnock. It's an interesting opening couple of months for the season, league and cup wise.
Yeah, well, let's speak about the cup first then, because that is up first. No excuses if we don't go with this. We are in a group full of part-time teams, and I say that with all due respect to Arbroath, because they regularly punch above their weight, I would say.
Yeah.
But there can't be any excuses for not getting out of that group. But that's not to say that I'm sitting here overly confident that we will, because like we've seen it so often, Rondo. Like we've seen the team slip up against teams that really we shouldn't be slipping up against. So we'll have to wait and see. But I'd be certainly looking for fucking 4 wins in the cup group. But we'll see.
Yeah, and
are you gonna get to the Arbroath game Saturday night? You're a grafter.
Yes, yeah, I'll be there. Spartans and possibly Montrose. Yeah, we should. I mean,
on paper we should.
Yeah,
we'll see.
Yeah, we certainly should.
Montrose have strengthened, and I'm not trying to put some excuses out here. But
signed a previous almost Ballon d'Or midfielder.
They have strengthened this season, so we'll see. But ultimately, they're still a part-time team.
Yeah,
so there should be no excuses.
No, there shouldn't. What about the league fixtures?
It's a cracker of a start. Jeez. It's a cracker of a start.
Mr. Mahogany himself.
It might be a good time to get them. I don't know. It's sometimes the best time to get one of the old firm. And then Hearts away the following week. As it stands, not really got any idea what sort of Hearts team will be facing. They've brought in a number of players already, though, have they?
Yeah. But I mean, we've effectively playing Hearts a week before. You know, McKenna, Shandland, Devlin.
Possibly Devlin, yeah. That would be funny. So that one's an unknown. And then it leads to the derby. And again, because this is the first episode back and I haven't seen anything, no action, like you just didn't know.
Yeah.
Like, it's hard to predict anything just now. I'm saying it might be the best time to get Rangers. But Rangers might be thinking, well, it's a good time to get anybody because we've strengthened our squad. We've got Scotland's striker up front now. We'll just have to wait and see. Like, I am looking forward to the derby, as always, Rondo, as you know. But yeah, we just didn't know.
Yeah, that'll be moved as well. That'll be
to the Sunday.
Great.
Yeah, and they've lost their central defence as well in one fell swoop in a matter of 24 hours. Adios. We'll see. We'll see.
And then Kilmarnock away to round up.
That's the shite. I'll be on a grass pitch though, won't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, maybe our luck will change. Maybe it winner. We'll see.
A modern interpretation of our iconic colours, this season's strip returns to a classic tangerine body, complemented by bold black sleeves for a clean and contemporary look that remains unmistakably United.
Mm-hmm.
The new home kit.
Yeah, I don't mind it. I don't mind it.
Either.
Yeah, I don't mind it. What I didn't like is when they
fashionistas that we are.
Yeah, of course. Like we can't. Our finger is firmly
on
the
black t-shirt and a jumper. Like we've been dragged out our bed, no together to do this.
The release video, it was hard to see because
the orange haze over
it was difficult to see. But now that I've saw some of the photos, no, I think it's all right. And I've seen the criticism. People say it looks a bit like a training top. It's a wee bit different.
I think this is our 8th season. I think for 8 years we've went, I like that kit, but I think ultimately people could probably tell this is no your thing.
Yeah, of course. But if I'm being honest, last season's I didn't like it. Kind of grew on us a wee bit when we started the season, looking like we were going to win the treble. And then as we struggled to see out the season, then my love for that top waned as well. Yeah. So I didn't really like it. So I think it's an upgrade and an improvement on last season's.
Yeah.
But we'll see. Like some people say, just give a plain tangerine top with black trim, and I know. But then if they do that every season, nobody will fucking buy the new one when it comes out, will they? So they've got to tweak it here and there, I suppose. Yeah. But no, it's nice. I think it's out on Tuesday, so no doubt it'll be in the shop with the wee man.
Should be Benny's in.
You might. Good.
Something new for the season to finish off the warm-up is me asking a United question based on what you might talk about if you're in the pub or a clubbie or in the car or walking back to Tanna-dice. It is what I have called the Dode Fox dilemma. The question this week is, I actually had two, right? But we've no spoke loads about it, but I'm just going to throw it out there. Should we read much into the 2 friendly results so far?
No. Absolutely not.
Even though Stirling's around the corner? No. Played 4-3-3 Saturday.
Well, I'm reading into that, and I'm liking what I'm reading.
Yeah. Again, it was a real mixed. I'll try and remember this off the top of my head, but Scott Constable played right back.
Yeah.
Namo played left back. Forbes and Yuri were the centre halves. Tate, Manny and Vichko played. Zach played. Lucky played, and
Cohen Leaper was on the right.
Cohen Leaper.
Yeah.
There you go.
So he's just a young lad in the academy. He's
old talking.
Nailed him 17.
Jamie Forrest scored during the week.
Good player. Very good player. Built like the gable end of a fag paper though, so
yes.
The bulk up.
Yeah.
But then that might just be him. He might just be that size.
Yeah.
Cohen Leaper's he's good. I think he actually came out of Aberdeen's academy, I'm sure. So he's only been at Tanna-dice for a year or 2 at most, I think. But he's promising. But he's your typical winger, even in the academy games. Like he'll do something brilliant, and then he'll maybe just fade out the game a wee bit, or he'll go at his man. He maybe beat him once, but he'll not get past him a few times. But he is also another one with loads of pace, and he's always keen to use that pace. Yeah, I like it as well. But for the question of looking into the 2 results so far, absolutely not. Nah, absolutely not. Do you want to win them? I want to win every game United play. I don't care who we play. I want to win it. But the fact that you've lost a friendly and I don't take any more for the Dunfermline win than I do for the Livingston defeat.
Yeah.
And I've seen some people comment on the players or on certain players already, and I get it. Like we all make hasty fucking decisions and we all jump to conclusions. I'll make my own decision, as will you, as will everybody else, about a month into the season when we've seen a bigger sample size, and we'll see how they are.
Good. So we'll do that if people can put in their own question to post to Paul. I had a couple of names for that. I had Probe Paul.
No. No again.
That was the most popular, and I was going with that. I thought, come on, probably better change that. Right, next up for United, still in Albion, Forcebank Stadium this Saturday in the Premier Sports Cup. Now, we would obviously go dig deep into what form they're in, what they're good at, what can United do to hunt them. We don't have any sample size on that, but I will tell you what I know. They've played in the Stirlingshire Cup so far, a competition that actually posts results, unlike the Forfarshire Cup, that I think the cup final of it is actually this week in the Stirlingshire Cup. But anyway, they got beat for Stenhousemuir 3-0. They beat Dumbarton 7-6 on penalties. They played Trinent yesterday, and Trinent beat them 2-0.
Yeah, and Trinent had a Lowland League team at that.
That's all you need to ken.
Yeah. So once again, like, this is, we're putting this game next week into the no excuses category. Like, you've got to win that game.
5 o'clock kickoff. Is that right?
5:30.
5:30.
Yeah, you've got to win it, and I would argue you've got to win it comfortably, Rhonda. Are they in? They're in the bottom league.
Must be.
Yeah,
There must be.
yeah.
And they might be in Dode Fox Fact territory.
Here we-
This early.
Well, first of the season.
Are they the worst team in Scotland in the main leagues? Mind there always used to be in, like Cowfeast were there for a while.
Nah, I don't know. I would
And
say
they get you can't get relegated now, so there must not be.
nah.
Tell ya, might be Dode Fox back.
I think but you've got to be beating them.
Got to be.
Even if you had to say to me that they beat Stenhousemuir 10-0 and they beat Dumbarton 10-0 and they beat Trinent 10-0, I would still expect United
Correct.
to go to Stirling next week and comfortably win.
100%.
Anything else is unacceptable.
Yeah. Obviously, with the two games, there'll have been a mixed lineup, but
And that's why you can't look too much into it.
I'm starting though. Like, you've got to start to be looking at 9 or 8, 9, 10 of your first teamers playing. And I know there'll be spaces for young boys, whether Ferry, you play Keir Gilligan or Namo. I get that, but I think you've got to be starting to get these relationships built.
Yeah.
You bringing in a Dylan Tate in the midfield, bringing in Forbes into defence. I would like to see a Misa play a game or two, rather than just sitting on his arse.
Did you watch his interview?
A tiny bit of it.
Yeah, I got the because he's like, I can't wait to get started and like build relationships. And I was thinking, you'd probably be on the bench, though, buddy. So
He's still got to though.
He does, yeah. And what you've said, like, I wouldn't be against Jack Walton playing 2 of these cup games and him playing 2 of them. And then I assume, and anything can happen.
Jack Walton's the number one.
Yeah, that's just what was a way to say. When the league starts, barring any fucking disasters injury wise, Jack Walton is his to lose.
Yeah, and
I would imagine.
I like touching on Amisa again. Like, not that I would because he's 6'6", but I like it given his age. He's only had one real good spell in men's football, was at Ross County. But you've got, say, Jack Walton has a wee nightmare or injury. I mean, let's just. I don't know why we keep going for mistakes, but we've been
because we've fucking
PTSD of that
programmed it.
So, say he gets injured, whatever, you've got a keeper that can go in, kens the league, but could keep the gloves. You've probably got a decent chance of resale value as well. He's got a 2-year deal. Walton's got a 3-year deal. Again, no against either of them.
No,
but I would like to see that. But I think you've got to be getting Michael Forbes on the pitch, Lucky Rose on the pitch, Josh Rollins on the pitch. These guys have got to be playing. And then you could see. I still expect, like you touched on, maybe 1 or 2 near the end of a window, a couple of loans that maybe to help boost the team. You know, so it will be interesting. But there can't be any excuses. I mean, we play Saturday, Tuesday.
Yeah.
So there will be rotation. I get that.
No doubt.
But I'm not expecting wholesale changes game to game. Like,
no. And regardless of the rotation, in my opinion, we should still have more than enough to get the maximum
100%.
points for these games. And I get that shocks can happen. Like we've seen it in the World Cup. We certain teams, it can happen. But just get out there, do the professional job, and get the 3 points and up the road.
And let's not go to penalties.
Let's not go to penalties, no, because we're not very good at them.
Correct. Right. Buy me a coffee then, Paul.
Yeah, so there's some from after we recorded our review episode at the end of last season. So Paul Kelly bought 3 coffees. Keep up the great work, lads. Shed Rule. George Fox Upper bought you a coffee. Just read Super Jack is coming back. Thought I'd celebrate with a coffee for the podcast. Only started tuning in this season to you guys and now look forward to it on a Monday. You've been a breath of fresh air during a difficult time for me. Keep it up and roll on another roller coaster season. Thank you very much. Kenny Redmond bought 3 coffees. Brilliant podcast, lads. Win, lose or draw, and we were fucking good at those. You are the highlight on a Monday. Thank you for the season's banter, top class, and enjoy your summer break. We go again. On the shed. Tom bought 5 coffees. In the words of Anatoly Dyatlov, Jesus Christ, Tom, was he? Season 25-26 could be described as not great, not terrible. Thanks to both of you for keeping us all going during the ups and downs. Looking forward to another massive rebuild. He's no wrong, Rondo. Mark Archer bought 3 coffees. Congratulations to Paul and Ronnie on another great season. Time to switch to getting excited to watch Scotland play in Paul's favourite NFL team stadium in Boston. Mon, the Scotland. Mark, you're fucking at it, mate. And from this week, a couple of people have bought coffees as well. So Barry bought 2 coffees. Great to hear you are back, lads. Looking forward to the season ahead. And Brand bought a coffee. Saw Ronnie walking his dog on the beach last week, and I take it Paul had the Hobbycraft loyalty card. No, he didn't, Brand. No, he didn't.
Thank you very much to everyone who did buy coffees in the back of last season and this season. buymeacoffee.com/Dode Fox Podcast. Our biggest show yet is happening Friday, 25th of September. We're at the Bonner Hall for a night with the captains. We're joined by Paul Hegarty, Maurice Malpass, Andy Webster, Sean Dillon, and Mark Reynolds. There are less than 20 tickets remaining. They are on sale at dodefoxpodcast.com. The 20 quid plus fees. We'll be finding out all about what being a captain means, the highs, the lows, what's it like in pre-season when new players come in. What is your role? What do you need to do? When do you need to speak to a manager about a player being an arsehole? Could be things like that. What do you do when your mate chucked his toys out the pram? What do you do? We'll be asking all of them. We'll have a raffle to raise funds for 2 brilliant causes as well, and if time allows, a Q&A as always. But let's say we are down to the last 20 tickets. I might actually be less than that now. dodefoxpodcast.com. 20 quid plus fees to Bonner Hall for a night with the captains on Friday the 25th of September. I've kind of forgot about it for 6 weeks, but we left it for 6 weeks. And
yeah, and people have still been buying tickets, so thank you very much.
It's getting closer.
Unbelievable.
And closer.
Yeah, a lot of football to be played between now and then.
Well, it's a 3-week international break we're going to then.
Okay, and that's stinking.
That's the first weekend.
Hey-ho.
Yeah.
I think a new manager. No United. Hopefully no United. But Scotland, that's what I meant. There we go.
Do you kids something I didn't? Right, it is time for some fun, Paul. And this is the version 2, V2 of the Tanna-dice Test. You get to throw the dice, 3 rolls of the dice. Each number will give you a category. Whatever you roll, I will ask the question. Your categories are Hot Luck, which is random and varied Dundee United general knowledge. You've got Who Am I? You'll get 2 or 3 short and sharp clues to identify a United player, past or present. You've got Team Sheet. I'll give you the game, the scoreline. Read out the starting 11. 3 players will be missed out. You have to guess who they are. If you roll a 4, the managers. It's a question about a Dundee United manager of the past, or indeed the current one. If you roll a 5, it's also played for. So again, you'll get the list of clubs. Some will be in order. Sometimes it would be. You can identify who that player is. They must have made at least 1 senior appearance for any club to be included on the list. And if you roll a 6, I have been to the biography page of a player on Narab Archive, and I will read out the player's squad number history for you to identify. If you go to your right, you will see a dice.
Oh my goodness.
There.
Look at this, Rondo.
Look at that.
Right, what am I throwing?
Just throw it anywhere. We'll
3.
3.
Got a 3 here.
Team
I'm liking the dice.
Okay. We are going to start with a real easy one, Paul. The game is Dundee 2, Dundee 1, Dundee United 2 from the 14th of May 1983.
Okay.
United starting 11, the same as McAlpine. Derek Stark, Maurice Malpass, Richard Gough, Paul Hegarty, Dave Neary, blank, Billy Kirkwood, Paul Sturrock, and blank. Who are the missing 3?
Davy Dodds?
Correct.
Ralphie Milne.
Correct.
Oh man, I'm a disgrace. It's a midfielder, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
John Holt. Have you said John Holt?
No.
He was on the bench. He didn't start. Eamon Bannon.
Correct.
Bannon.
Yeah,
Jesus.
Oh.
Wonder, that would have been a dreadful start to the season if
Yeah.
you got that right.
One thing I'll just add in, if you roll the same number again, you can either take the same question or you can roll again. It's up to you. So if you roll a 3 again, it's up to you what you do.
1.
Whoa, 1.
What luck.
I mean, talk about visual.
This is unbelievable.
This is unreal.
We were dice.
Right. Let me find you a question. Let's go. In the 1986-87 UEFA Cup quarter-final, United beat Barcelona home and away. What was the aggregate score?
3-1. The good guys. 1-0 at Tanna-dice, 2-1 in the new camp.
Correct.
Yes.
Maybe we need 5 throws. This could be wrong side.
No, we didn't.
I might change that.
Oh, no.
Change it again?
Don't want a 3 or a 1. Oh, for what is this weighted? Loaded dice here. 5, Rondo. 5, please.
Also played for Raith Rovers, Kilmarnock, Arbroath, Hamilton, Falkirk.
Raith, Kilmarnock, Arbroath, Hamilton, Falkirk.
Yeah.
I don't care. I'm thinking Arbroath would have been latterly. Craig Slater?
No. Done? Dylan Tate.
They mention a Hibs.
They mention Hibs.
He played for Kilmarnock. Jeez, let me count that.
There you go.
Dylan Tate. Oh, well.
There you go.
Yeah, decent game, Rondo. I'm loving the dice.
Like the dice.
Can't people out with the dog in the park just listening to this nonsense will be thinking, what is he talking about? But that is a sensation.
We actually have a tangerine and black, orange and black, colour what you will, dice, foam dice for Paul
We'll put it away for next week.
to roll. And it was strategically placed to show 6-2, by the way. Just
Well,
in case
you
you're
should have got you.
There you go.
There we go. Right, hold on.
Right. Let's head to the Arab Archive, find out what was happening on this day in Dundee United history. The 6th of July is the focus. Around 18 hours or so after the final whistle at Glebe Park, United wound up their pre-season preparations with a 3-2 defeat at Dumbarton.
Dumbarton?
Yeah.
Hopeless.
Yeah. Shanklin scored his first.
Was that his debut?
Yeah, I think it was. Yeah, Louis Appert scored as well.
Yeah.
And the reason I mention it is because the winner was scored by a trialist that day. Matty Zata. He was a trialist for Dumbarton that day. He was released by United at the end of the season. Signings. Alex Smith signed defender Kevin McGowan on this day in 2002. He only made 13 appearances after just 6 months for United. His contract was mutually terminated. He joined Partick Thistle. And if you're not watching this on YouTube, Paul is shaking his head.
He wasn't a good,
No.
Wasn't a good for us.
No, he wasn't good for us. He was that no-nonsense defender.
Yeah.
We could do we.
No, he was fucking stinking.
It's been polite.
Yeah.
Birthdays. Got a couple of birthdays today. John O'Neill made 91 appearances, scored 7 goals. He's 55 today.
He's a good player. You'll maybe not mind him though, will you?
No, really.
He was quite a good
No,
player.
I remember the striker, Michael Mayer.
I don't remember a striker, Michael, no.
Michael O'Neill was a striker.
Midfielder. But even then, he wasn't great at Tanna-dice.
Yeah, John, no, really fleeting. He was better at St Johnstone, had a better career, maybe they two.
Yeah. Hibs and St Johnstone. Yeah, no, he was a good player.
And a man who picked up yellow cards like they were going out of fashion in his first season, 12 of them in his 33 appearances. Yuri Yuvu is 24 today.
Yeah, still young. Still young. Hopefully he's learned a lot of lessons for last season, and that translates onto the park to decent performances. But happy birthday to him anyway, the big bastard that he is.
Yeah, our first episode back, 337, is done. So next week's trip to face Stirling Albion, Premier Sports Cup. And our first guest of the season will be joining us as well. But Paul, what would you like to see from a United side next Saturday in terms of maybe a lineup, personnel? What would you think at this early stage? Where are you, if you are in that meeting room calling the shot?
Yeah. Well, ultimately, I'm wanting a win, and you don't want, although you'll accept a win, you don't want to scrape a win against them. I would imagine Jack Walton's going to play. I would imagine, or I would like to see Rollins. I'd like to see Gilligan, but I feel that Namo will get the shout at left back. The middle of defence, I think if Ross Graham's still the captain, he's probably going to hit a play, and then I'm assuming it'll probably be Michael Forbes, which means that Yuri's missing out and Bert's miles away anyway. The midfield, it might be the midfield that started the game against Livingston. I wouldn't be surprised at that if it was Pan, Dylan Tate. Was it Vichko?
Vichko, Mane and Dylan Tate started.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't be surprised if it's that. Up front, you've got Sapsford. If we're playing this 4-3-3, Sapsford, I would imagine Rose will be up front. And I've no idea what's going to be on the right. I don't think it'll be Cohen Leaper.
No. I thought it was interesting, obviously. We've only seen the starting lineup. But I do wonder, Graham was to play in...
Did he not come on at half-time or something?
I only seen the starting lineup.
Same, I never seen any updates.
Ferrugia and all that, so it will be...
Ferrugia on the right, that's what it'll be.
Yeah.
Keep forgetting about him as well. Maybe it'll be Miller Thompson. Who knows?
Who knows, indeed. But yeah, a win, first and foremost.
It's got to be Lando.
And strap yourself in next week for a long episode, put it that way.
Yeah.
You can find everything you need, DodeFoxPodcast.com. You can follow us on the socials. We're at Dode Fox Podcast. You can like, subscribe, hit the notification bell on YouTube. You can support the pod at buymeacoffee.com/Dode Fox Podcast. It's good to be back. Have a great week. Stay safe. Don't forget to wash your hands and your arsehole.